somebody said that um, the reason why he is not making good money from trading is because he doesn't have like a huge amount. He just have like small amounts. So what I'm trying to do is to trying to show you that you can actually grow a small money to a big money. Because see, if you cannot grow small money to big money, then you cannot even make money. Although if you are given a big money, you will still blow it, right? So I would even suggest that if you're coming into trading, you're coming to futures trading, don't start with small money, $20, $50, and the rest. Do what is called compounding. Then over time, what happens that over time you keep on building your capital so it's that big. Now, along the way, you make losses, but if the one thing you have to learn that is very important is risk management. People don't know this, but risk management is 70% of trading. Risk management, I say again, is 70% of trading. If you don't know risk management, forget it. Risk management is crazy important. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Is again, it is 70% of trading. Your strategy, maybe 20%. Strategy is maybe 20%, but risk management is 70% of trading. So then if you know this and you can maintain consistency, you can start building a small account. If you can build a small account up, then you can I'm trying to get my screen so I can show you my screen. I'm going to show you something. Where is that? So I'm going to show my trade first. Then when I get straight to talk about mantra, then when I go in straight into Q&A. Where do we have that? Where do I have? Okay. So I wanted to show you guys something. There are on our Phoebe, I taught a lot of compounding strategy. What people don't know is that there are several compounding strategies you can use. Okay, so let me just share my screen and show you some things. So type in the comment section, just type a 1. In the comment section, macOS doesn't support sharing sound. Why sharing entire screen? I don't even know what that means. So let me do this. So if you can see my screen, in the comment section, just type a 1. If you can see my screen and you can hear me, type a 1 in the comment section. If you can hear me, type 1 in the comment section. I need to know that you guys can hear me. So if you can hear me, just type a 1 in the comment section. So I got this new software. It's called, I used to use StreamYard and I switched to even more. So this is my first time using it. So I need to make sure that it's working well as we proceed this. Okay, yeah, I can see that people can see my screen and can hear me. So I'm going to blow this up. Blow this up. So this is what is possible if you know compound. Now, this is a very risky compounding. Okay, because this is starting with $50 and you are risking 23%. Now, mind you, when in proper trading, and if you watch my last video, I talked about when you're trading, don't risk 1 to 5%, depending on your account size. But sometimes if you're starting with a small account, this is a strategy you can try out. You're risking more, but you know that guy, um, your money can actually go to zero if you don't know what you're doing, right? But I want to just go ahead and show you how this works. Maybe it makes sense to you. So imagine this is $50. You're starting with $50, and the idea is that you risk 23% for each trade. Let me let me see how I can make this bigger so people can see it more clearly. Okay. Now let me get my. I have a cursor I use for this. Where is it? Okay, so this is a highlighter so you can see when my, oh, it doesn't even show here, but okay. So if you look at $50, you're risking 23%. So 23% of $50 is $11.5. $11.5. And your target profit is 30% for each trade. Oh, this is an error. This is meant to be 15. All right, so you see this. This is starting balance. Let's say you're starting with $50, right? You are only risking 23%. It's much, but the risk is 23%, and your target profit, you are targeting a 30% profit. So if you have a win here, it means that you win $15, and your profit, your balance for the next day is now $65. If you do the same thing, the end of that day you have $85, and your balance for the next day is $85. The same thing happens here, $110. So you can see that by the seventh day, you're looking at a balance of $314. And by the 12th day, you're looking at 100 and $1,143. But the thing is that, of course, you're not going to have all winning days. Each time you make a loss, you take one step back. Each time you make a loss, you take one step back. Each time you make a win, you go forward. But it's going to take you a lot of time. But if you are steady with your strategy and you follow this through, and you don't, there's a lot of psychological conditioning that has to come into play for you to follow this through. But the thing is that this is what is possible, and this is the compounding people don't look at. Now, my challenge is on Sui. I started it today, and the challenge is, how do you um, do this starting with Sui? That is what I want to do. I want to show you my trade for today so you see it. I want to go ahead and share my trade for today so that you see it. So if you look at this, so you see this. This is crazy, right? Now, in trading, I don't like go and target maybe to take. I'm not trying to target to take $100 and make it $1,000 in one trade, right? The major thing is that can you maintain consistency? Do you use stop loss and all that? It's very, very important. If you can maintain consistency and have a particular win rate, it takes gradually, you will build it. But if you want to make 10x, 100x, the way we do with meme coin, at the end of the day, you make nothing. That is why it's important that you take your time to actually acquire these skills. Even if somebody teaches you, like I have a course on afibi.com, I have a lot of strategies there, like they are the best. But the thing is that even if you learn all this thing and you don't practice, it brings you back to the same place where you are. So let me just quickly explain the strategy to you. So this strategy is simple. You use simple things, trend lines. Um, so you start from the daily time frame. This is SUI, of course. Mind you, I still use this thing on to trade forex. I use it on forex. I still use it on other cryptos, right? So this is again, this is a SUI trade. So this is daily time frame. Then what you do is just simply to mark out your. I need to turn my phone off. Let me just put my phone on silent so it doesn't make noise anymore and distract me. So what you do is just simply to mark out key support areas. These are key support area marked here. Then you just use the trend line. Now the way I use trend line is simple. I mark trend line on the daily. Mark this is daily trend line. I mark that trend line on the 4 hours. I actually go ahead and place alerts on those trend line so that whenever the chart gets there, it alerts me. Right? Then I now go ahead and move down. Now, when you draw trend line, some people used to ask, do I draw the trend line at the weeks? Should I draw the trend line on the body? Well, what you do is you can do both. You can do either or both. So if you want to draw on the body, what you can do is to switch your line to your chart to line chart. You draw the line chart will show the body. You draw the body. Like you can see, I just targeted this 2 point here and draw it all the way down. For this next one, I went to the 4 hour time frame, still on the line chart, and I did the exact same thing. So you can see that I just marked, let's wait for the chart to load. We just marked the major points, the two major points here, and draw it all the way down. So you just have to keep on, you can draw, once a trend line doesn't work, you take it down. If I draw like this, you can see it doesn't work anymore. But if you look at this, it worked here, and what happened? And it still worked here because this is on a 4 hour time frame. If you take a trade on the 15 minutes or 5 minutes time frame, this trade you see here is actually a good trade. And when it broke it still respected it. So trend line actually really, really work if you know how to use them. So what I do is when I draw this, I still go to the 1 hour and still draw the same trend line. It gives me a sense of where the chart is going to, after which I'll go ahead and switch to the candlestick pattern. Sometimes I still draw trend line using the candlestick pattern. Now, if you can master trend lines, it will make your trading very, very easy. You don't have to bother about a lot of things. I don't bother myself a lot about smart money concept, ICT, a lot of those things. You don't have to bother with all those things. Trading can be simple. Some bother themselves with premium indicators. See, I've used a lot of premium indicators. I've tested many of them. But I just found that this works the easiest. Your chart needs to be clean. You need to know what you're doing. You need to get into the market. You need to get out. And simply, that is just it. So let's go to the 15-minute start trade. I trade money on the 15-minute start trade. I'm just going to go ahead and show you my trade today. Let me show you my yesterday's trade. Can't. because this is okay. This is yesterday trade. So this is what I have here now. This line separates each day. So for the crypto market, the day starts at 1 a.m. Nigerian time. That is when the day starts. So this line separates the day. And the indicator I use here is what is it called again? It's called the New York Midnight. It's a free indicator. I just have it enabled in the minutes time frame. I don't have it enabled in the hour time frame. So yesterday trade was this. Was just simply this. I used this particular stuff, and I used this is called the stochastic RSI. So I look at different things. I look at um, the candlestick pattern. Right, I have them in my. Okay, let me just open my chart and show you. So look at candlestick pattern. I look at chart patterns, and since I learned small money concept, so ICT, I still look at some PD arrays when I trade. So at key points, I look for patterns at key point. I look for candlestick patterns at key point. I look for chart patterns at key point. I also look at PD arrays at key points. So if you let me go back to the sweet trade. So if you look at this, sometimes if you don't have clarity on what is happening here, you look at your stochastic RSI. It is a very powerful RSI. Mind you, you are not looking to take a trade at any given point. You are looking to take a trade at the trend lines or key support and resistance area. So interactions here is where you look at. Interactions here is where you look at. So for example, this trade, of course, I can't take this trade because this is like 11 a.m. I'm not awake at that time. I start my trading journey. I wake up by 6. If I wake up by 5, I get to my charts around 6 and I start looking for trade. Once I get trade that day and I'm in profit, I don't even mind looking at any other things to the very next. This trade came at 8:15. You can see it. This particular indicator, the stochastic RSI, once the K line is the blue line, once it crosses the zero mark. And the good thing is that you can even have you can even go ahead and have an alert at that particular line. You can have an alert at this particular line. I don't know how many of you know how to use TradingView. If you don't know how to use TradingView, I made a video about it. Go and watch that video. The video is live on YouTube. It's live on Twitter. So go ahead and watch that particular video. So going forward, once this happens here, then I always target a risk reward ratio of 1:2. This is it. You are done for the day. Now this went as high as this. If you can catch it, no, if you can have the mind to go through it, fine. But this is okay for you for that day. And you just wait for the next day. And using this particular strategy I'm showing you here, you don't have a problem. You can end up actually coming up top as somebody who's looking to take every single trade. Now, if you go to our group, we give signals in our Telegram group. But the thing is that I always try to tell you, try to take this, learn these things and take it yourself. Because if you look at here, you might not actually, before I now, because when I enter this trade is when this thing crosses here, right? So I need to be fast to take this trade, then come to the Telegram group and drop it. And before you take it, it might have moved and something might happen. And so that was yesterday. So let's look at today. So today, right, we had this particular dump that happened yesterday, and I saw this today. It wasn't making sense to me, but looking at this is what we call the Fibonacci retracement. the golden ratio is 0.618, but I made my own 0.62. This is the golden ratio, right? So what I'm thinking is that these charts can retrace to this particular point. So I drew this line here as my first golden ratio. Then again, this is some kind of price action here. If you're familiar with trading, you understand. So I drew another line here. My thought is that network is loading. Let's wait for, so my thinking is that this chart, can actually get to this point and retrace and go down, or get to this particular point and go down. So, but when I was looking at this chart, right, we were around here, I was seeing this. This on the 15 minutes time frame doesn't make sense to me. So what I did was simply this. I changed this to a line chart. So if you're following me, just why this is loading, I don't know why it keeps on reloading. In the comment section, just give a one, type a one in the comment section if you can hear me fine. If you can hear me fine in the comment section, type a one. Type a one in the comment section if you can hear me. I want to know if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Can you hear me? All right, Crypto Guru, I see you. Cool guy, I see you. Cool guy, I see you. this 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 platform, even Mox, is kind of fun. It has a lot of love this one. Okay, so going back to the chart. So what I did was I changed this back to the line charts. I want to be seeing your comments. Now, in the line charts, this is the line chart. Mind you, all these ones has not happened. From here now has not happened because I was looking at the chart around 7. So what I did was I took this, if you can, this is called the parallel channel, right? So I took it and I look at these 2 points and these 2 points. I drew it from here to here like this. Then I brought it all the way down to the tip here. So that is how I actually form this channel you are seeing. Okay, and I went back to what? My candlestick pattern. So you can see that this is ranging in this pattern. Then the next thing I do is now to go to the lower time frame. This is, I went to the 5 minutes to see what it's telling me. Again, mind you, all these places has not yet happened. I'm just showing the trade I took today. Then I went further down to the 3 minutes time frame. I think it was 5 minutes time frame I was on. Anyways, so I was switching between 5 minutes and 3 minutes. Why this thing was going? Because I was just looking for a trade. So now here, when this is where the chart was, this particular place, my cursor is, this is where the chart was when I was looking at this chart. Okay. So what did I do? I switched back to the line chart again, and I now drew this trend line. From here, I drew this trend line this way, this particular one you're seeing. Then I switched back to the line chart and I drew another trend line connecting the tip here and the tip of this one all the way down. So those who used to ask, where should I put my trend line? Yes, you can draw both of them, both the body and the wick. So what was I now looking for? I was now looking for, yeah, so I was actually, yes, I was here. So I was looking for entry as this chart was coming down. I was looking for what it's going to do in this particular place. So when he got here, he did nothing, right? So he gave this hammer, which is kind of can be deceiving. But I was trying to confirm my trade using the stochastic RSI. Again, I want to take a trade when this enters back into this, once the blue line enters back into the, crosses 20. So that didn't happen. It came here again. He interacted with my trend line. Mind you, I don't interact with the chart anywhere it happens. I'm just waiting for it to happen, interact where um my trend line is. So this happened here. And what happened? I received the alert here. I was actually looking at USD JPY chart when I received alert. Sui is doing this. I went straight here, and I actually missed my entry because my entry was around here. I'll have entered better, but I drew this. I entered here, and what did I do? I targeted 2R and entered the trade. Now the trade came down. It almost took me out. Then what happened? It went, hit my take profits, and that was sweet. But the thing is that if I had actually kept this going, if I had kept this going, right? So I would have made how much? 6 times my risk. But again, you don't have to be greedy. Just take what the market is offering you, right? Or maybe I should have gone ahead because this is price action. If price action continues, I should know that this should exceed this. So maybe I'll have gotten a 3R and left this particular trade. So I took this trade on BitGet. If you want to sign up with BitGet, the link is in the description. And guys, again, this is a sweet challenge, 7 days trading challenge. I'm recording these things. I'll release the video next week. So you see how I grew $50 accounts and actually did this particular thing I have here. If now I made a mistake today because I was taking this trade on I was taking this trade on, what is the name again? On BitGet. So I took a trade on Bybit. Let me show my trade. I think it was when it did this. So when it did this, I took this trade. No, this is so I took this trade when it did this, and I was meant to ride it up. Okay, I went to the 5 minutes time from here. So yeah, this is the trade I took. So I took this particular trade. And I wasn't okay. So I took this trade anyway. Took this trade. The trade went my way, but if you look at it, right, it came all the way down to this point and still went my way. But I actually lost this trade on Bybit. And the reason was because if you look here, this is SUI perpetual missed contract BitGet. This is a BitGet chart. So you cannot conduct analysis with BitGet charts and take it on Bybit. If I'd wanted to conduct analysis, if I want to take this trade on Bybit, I should conduct it with Bybit because there is slight difference in price. So in Bybit, this actually hit stop loss before going my way. So that's one thing I reminded me again. Don't take trades this way. So guys, this is the trade I took today. On Thursday again, you come and hear a lot of analysis. I think if you learn a lot of this, you will understand that trading could be really, really easy. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be really simplified. And again, you guys should know that on risk management is important, high is on is important, high take my trade is important. This is just conducting the analysis. If you want a lowdown of everything, what you can do is just go straight to afipi.com and simply see how you can unlock your trading journey. And make sure I detail a lot of strategies here. But again, if you don't want to go here, you want to keep on learning from me this way, you can always tune in here on YouTube or Twitter to have these classes from me. So, day 1 challenge completed. Day 2, I'm going to record and you are going to have the result next week. But then again, I'm still gonna come here on. I will still be here on Thursday to show you the trade I took for that day. That said, let me bring this back. Let's talk about Mantra. Let's talk about Mantra Network. Let's talk about Mantra Network. Before I talk about Mantra Network, if you let me know your thoughts. Okay, so after the Mantra Network, we'll go into Q&A. So just prepare your questions and answer. Then you can drop it, and I will answer your questions. Let's talk about Mantra. So Mantra is actually a real world asset. Let me see if I can pull up some charts. I don't know how many people are following Mantra. Mantra is in the real world asset sector. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and bring back the my screen is still shared. So this is coin market cap. Does it have okay? I'm not here on my own account. So if you click on real world assets, so the real world assets was badly affected when Mantra went down. So this is Mantra. It used to be one of the top coins on coin market. But look what happened. Look at this chart, guys. Look at this. Oh, it's coming up small. But let's go back 7 days. Look at this charts. Look at this charts. Falling from how many dollars? $5.6. This one $6 safe. Falling all the way down to $0.08. Woo! This is what happened to OM Mantra Network. Now, so this got me thinking because we are looking for safety nets, right? Meme coins bleeded a lot of people, a lot, and we came back to utility coins, and one of the um, top performing sector for one of the top sectors right now in DeFi in utility coins is real world assets. Then we have AI. So what is happening to Mantra? What happened? This happened, and a lot of people have been asking these particular questions. Now, the team claimed that something happened to their to an exchange where one of their biggest backholders had what we call was liquidated, and it had triggered an effect in the market, and everything went down. Now we don't really know what happened. We don't really know. But the Mantra team has come out to release this particular statement. And I'm just going to share that statement with you now. I'm going to share that statement with you now. So I'm going to stop sharing this. So the Mantra team came out with this particular statement, right? They said a quick note to say this was dropped 5 hours ago. So a quick note to say how much I appreciate all the support Mantra team has received in the past 36 hours. The support and kind words have come from many sources, from partners, investors, friends, and from the wider Web3 community. Thank you. As I have shared in interviews, and I will continue to do so, Mantra is a project that has survived and operated throughout multiple market cycles. When others stopped building, we kept going. This time is no exception. To the community of OM traders, you have long believed in mantra. However, yesterday, as a result of massive forced liquidation of large OM holders' position on a particular crypto exchange, many suffered losses. Regardless of your scale of loss, you are very much on my mind and the team's thoughts. So, our long term investors, we are incredibly grateful. Within the next 24 hours, we will share a post mortem report detailing the events that transpired starting in the early hours of Monday morning. Now, after this post mortem report, we will share additional information on OM tokens buyback. So they are say they're going to do a buyback. Okay. Um, a buyback as soon as OM supply bonds program is reinstalled, just to restore trust in the market. So Mantra is saying that they want to fix what happened. They want to explain what happened, and they want to do a buyback to be able to practically explain what to kind of remedy what happened. But the question is, there have been reports that some of the team actually went ahead, or the team actually went ahead to do the selling. Is this true? Do you believe that Mantra is going to come back? Because Mantra, I tell you, is one thing that you cannot say that this coin is Mantra is one of the coins that we expect to do really well. It's one of the coins that is up there. One of the coins you won't think about. Is this is this you don't think about it rocking. This is a crazy rock, and there's no excuse with regards to if the team was liquidated. Why would one person's liquidation cause all these things? It is unheard of. This reminds us again about FTX, the no, not FTX, the Terra Luna crash that happened. Um, I was listening to a lot of interviews back then, especially Bankless, and I was hearing negative things about Luna. I had to take my money, sell my position, but the thing is that I still had $1,000 in a project inside Luna, and I lost that when the thing crashed. But the thing is, well, I lost more. So the market is crazy. Everything is risky in crypto. Maybe Bitcoin, we can say Bitcoin is somehow safe, but everything is crazy risky in crypto. So we all have to be careful. And yes, hold coins. If you need to sit there, if you need to sell, take profit and do something with it. And up your game with regards to trading. Take your time to learn how to actually conduct this trade. So we have come to the Q&A section. The next 10 minutes, we are ending the space. So if you have a question and answer, just go ahead. If you have a question, just go ahead and drop it in the comment section and I will answer you. If you have a question, it's time. Drop it in the comment section. Questions? I guess nobody has a question. Someone is asking about blob. What do we do? Let's just go straight to. So one way you can just conduct your simple research is still on CoinMarketCap. Let's go there and type blob, and let's see. Blob is a meme coin now. Which value, which utility value does it want to have? It's a meme coin. Unless the team have something they are trying to do, but it's a meme coin that leverages unique characteristics on the of the SUI blockchain. So it's a meme coin. Alex Opeyemi have a question. Let's hear your question. Alex, your question. Ajakara Nation. Ajakara Nation, I see you. I see you. You're welcome, man. Ajakara Nation. See you tomorrow on Twitter in the space. So, Alex Okwemi, I'm waiting for your question because in the next 8 minutes, I am done with this. This is for Ajakara Nation. Ajakara Nation, this is for. So, if you have a question, drop it in the comments. Wait, somebody said I've not answered his question. Mashiroko. Please wait. I say wait. Let me turn this music off first. I've answered your question. Does Blob have real utility? No. The answer is no. Blob is a meme coin. Meme coins don't have utilities. So Blob does not. You can see it from this on CoinMarketCap. You can see it here. You can read about it. Blob is a meme coin. So I believe that answers your question. You said, is it a meme coin with utility according to you, Saha? You know what you're saying now? Blob is a meme coin. Simple, finish. Now, some meme coins actually end up having utility. For example, what is their name? Floki. So Floki is a meme coin. It's still a meme coin, right? So I think because I have spoken with them, I think what they did was when we started having the whole meme coins are not good and bad and the rest. So try to save face and brought utility. So they created a sister token called TokenFi. TokenFi allows you to actually allow liquidity providers or project teams to lock their token there, to lock their liquidity pool token. And it also allows you to just the way Mantra, something that Mantra do, it allows you to tokenize assets that are not security. So they created a sister project that does that, and now went ahead to start building schools, building a lot of things, and all that and all that. So for Blob, All I know is that Blob is a utility token. I mean, it's a meme token. Other than that, I don't know any other thing. So, let's acquire me. I'm a member of your Telegram Signal channel. I just want to know if there is any other Signal channel you have which I can subscribe to. So, right now, there is no other signals you can subscribe to. But if you want our paid membership, where you will go to is phoebe.com. There you'll learn from the courses from me. This one I showed you guys live here. You can actually get more of that in that particular place. If you know how to do these trades, I tell you, you will get better entries. You do not need a signal. I keep on saying this, but a lot of you want signals. I'll keep on giving you signals. Next question. We need more videos about 10 sets. So 10 sets is a launch pad. 10 sets actually made me a lot of money back in 2021. But since then, 10 sets have been down the hill. Their token has fallen like crazy, right? I had like 3 10 cent subscription. They are now with five k dollars, but they're now worth less than $1,000. So 10 cent has fallen. So the whole launchpad thing that was working back in 2021 no longer works now. Crypto changes. So a lot of launchpads, once they release their token, it doesn't do well. Many doesn't do well, and this is because of the advent of meme coins that destroy launchpad. Maybe something else will come up, but right now, just forget about launchpads. So it's the same thing about 10 sets. They have come to me to do a lot of promotions with regards to the tokens they're launching, but I started rejecting a lot of these projects and their coins and whatever because many of them, as a matter of fact, all of them, the token hasn't done well. You lose your money with them. So that is it. So this is about the final question. I want to know how to know my position size when I'm trading with $10. I'm still confused. Get the calculator. I have a calculator called position size calculator. As a matter of fact, I am rebranding the calculator to become FS crypto calculator because it's going to show you how to calculate position size in forex and also how to calculate position size in crypto. So get that calculator. When you click on in that calculator, I even have a link to a tutorial I made about it. So go and get it. As simple as I go to Google or Play Store, App Store, and type crypto position size calculator. You see one by Phoebe. But again, very soon we're going to rebrand it. We're working on the changes. It will become FS crypto calculator. If somebody already have the Bybit account, how do I become eligible for the Phoebe TG bots? Just go ahead and create with Bluefin or do what we call accounts. We'll call it again. Do identity transfer. You got access to it. Is there an upcoming meme super cycle? Guy, the thing is, Murad is, promotes a lot about the meme coin super cycle and all that. But the truth is that, man, it hasn't worked so far. Yes, all the coins that in his portfolio are going to the moon right now. They are doing really well, but they have actually gone really, really down. Would there be a super cycle? I don't. So I don't want to like focus on because the market has been terrible. Yes, if I see opportunity, I'll let you guys know and I'll take part in it. But many of the opportunities, a lot of them hasn't been good. So right now, I'm looking at how do you make thousands with just with futures trading. That said, I want to thank all of you for attending this my first very live. This is the first very video live I'm holding this year on YouTube. I've been holding to that space on YouTube. I want to thank your attenders that came from YouTube. I want to thank the attendance from Twitter. I'll be showing you my trade again. I will show you my trade, I will show you my trade again on on um on Thursday. And see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely evening.